Welcome into College Corner, getting to you my college basketball picks for Tuesday. Missed our Saturday video. Didn't have anything I quite liked enough Friday night before I got into the entire slate. If you guys are looking for more plays, definitely will have some more. Drop me a follow on Twitter. That link will be down below. We're also live every single day at noon, lines at lunch, on this channel here on YouTube and on our Twitch channel, OwnersBox Sports. That link will be down below. We're 8-7 now in the year from our picks last week, bouncing back from that bad Saturday last week. I'll have 3 plays for you. All these are on sides as we get to these lines early. I always say this. If these lines move and you want to know my thoughts on them, drop them out, your questions down below in the comments. But without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, first up, and the theme here for today's picks is some ugly teams to back. And we're going to start with the Buckeyes. Ohio State -6 at home against Indiana. And look, I know it has been tough sledding if you are a Buckeyes fan or if you've been backing this team. Now, they did cover for me on Friday night against Iowa, so that was good, but they've lost 7 of their last 8 games. Both these teams haven't had a great time lately. Indiana has lost 4 of their last 5 as well, including a pretty embarrassing loss to Penn State, a game they definitely should have had, especially being at home. But the Hoosiers have really struggled on the road. They have not won on the road since December 5th. Now, they haven't been quite as bad as Ohio State, who hasn't lost or haven't won on the road since back in January of last season. But lucky for the Buckeyes, they are not on the road here. They're on the home, and I love how this defense matches up with Indiana. If you know anything about the Hoosiers, they want to attack inside, get to the free throw line, and this is exactly what Ohio State can be built to stop. Their opponents are shooting 47.4% from 2, which is 69th in the country, and they're also very good keeping teams off the line, 41st in opponent free throw rate. So defensively, a great matchup here for them. I definitely think they have a lot of answers for Ware and Renault in this spot. And then as well, despite the size that Indiana has between their 2 bigs, they do not rebound well, both offensively and defensively. So Ohio State has the advantage here on the glass on both ends of the floor, which is great. And what I'm looking for, Bruce Thompson and Jamison Battle to have big games in this spot. The 2 guards for Ohio State, the two guys that you'll find on the outside for Ohio State guard and forward here that should score with ease. So Indiana's 3-point defense has been a problem this year. They've got that size, but defending outside has not been very good for them. Their opponents are shooting 34.1%, which is 211th in the country, and they're also having opponents take a lot of shots from the outside, over 41% of their shots, which is almost outside the top 300 in the country. So look for these guards for Ohio State to kind of have a heyday in this spot, score a little bit more efficiently than they do on the road. I know this is a big number, but Indiana struggles on the road, and the bad matchup they have for their offense gives me some justification to back this Ohio State team that I know is struggling, but in this spot can really get right. So give me them as a 6-point favorite. Next up, we head to the Big 12, best conference in college basketball. I like Oklahoma on the money line at home against BYU. So the Sooners reeling a little bit here. They've lost 3 of their last 4. They just lost on the road to UCF on Saturday. But I think this is a spot where they get a good matchup, and in this kind of pick 'em here at home against another ranked opponent, I think this is a number that might surprise people, but I do think it is justified with the way this Oklahoma team can play defensively. So they get this BYU Cougars team who I'm debating kind of throwing a future on them. I do really like them. Could see them making a run in March, but they live and die by the 3. Over 51% of their shots are from 3, the second highest rate in the country. So very high 3-volume shooting team. If you want to stop them, you've got to defend the 3, and that's exactly what Oklahoma does super well, better than almost everyone in the country. 28.2% their opponents are shooting. That's the 5th best in the country, and it's not off a small volume. It's not like they push teams off the 3-point line and force them to score inside. This is off pretty good volume night in and night out. So this is who they are, reminding me a little bit of the San Diego State team from last year, just how good they can stop the 3 no matter who they're playing. This is the spot you have for this defense. And what I also like is they do defend the 3 really well, but they also have the rebounding chops. And BYU's, despite their 3-point volume, have some good bigs to be able to rebound. So I think Oklahoma matches up well there to be able to compete with them on the glass. That shouldn't be a problem. Where the problem is, and where you kind of find that spot for Oklahoma that makes it a little bit tougher to back them, is BYU still got a great defense. But Oklahoma is very efficient from the field as well. They got a good offense. I think they do enough here being at home in this particular spot. Their defense really stands out, and I think they win this game. So I'm going to back them on the money line. You can maybe find them as a short favorite, so you might be able to play this at plus 100. I'll forego that point and a half, and take them to win this game at home. Last one here, going to Nevada, +6. We got the late night spot here with Utah State. Now, the Wolfpack have struggled on the road. They've lost 3 straight on the road, and they've gotten their shit kicked in some of these games. New Mexico, I think, beat them by 30 plus, but I'm going to take them +6. I think they can cover, and I think you're getting a discounted price because of their struggles on the road lately. We're getting a better price with them here with Utah State in a game where I like how they match up. That's what we talk about pretty much with all these plays, is how these teams match up with each other, and where I see kind of an advantage here for why we're betting this. And for the Aggies, Utah State's defense on the interior is a problem. 52.4% opponents are shooting from 2-point range, 264th in the country. And that's what Nevada does. They live inside. They've got some really good size. They get to the free throw line a ton, the 9th highest rate in the country. They're getting to the line. And Utah State is a team that I mentioned their struggles defending the interior. And then in terms of keeping teams off the line, they're about right at the country's average. So nothing here that sticks out defensively to be able to stop that. So I think Nevada can get to the line in this game quite a bit. The offense should really thrive, and I think should be putting up some points. And then for the defense, Nevada's defense is very good. Like in a couple of these road spots, it just hasn't traveled well, which has shocked me. But New Mexico's just been a lightning in a bottle type of offense. So I don't think they have this particular spot here with Utah State, who's been very good, ranked team in this game. I could see them falling here to this Nevada team. The reason being, so Utah State wants to do the same thing as Nevada. They want to attack inside, get to the free throw line. Great Osabor's been their big scorer and has been terrific for them. They did fall to San Diego State on Saturday, so I'm looking for back-to-back losses here in this spot. But Nevada, like I mentioned, has the size and do have a great defense to be able to match up with them and not allow them to score as efficiently as some of these other opponents have. They're 58th in opponent effective field goal percentage. So look for Nevada to do enough defensively, but look for their offense to really stick out and put up some points in this matchup. So I like them catching 6 points here because I do see a scenario where despite their road struggles, they could come out of this one with a win. So give me the Wolfpack at +6. All right, those are my 3 favorite plays for Tuesday in college basketball. Some great matchups here. We'll be back for you on Wednesday with more college hoops plays, get you into the rest of the week. Guys, if you're new to the channel, if you've enjoyed some of the information you got from me, hit that like button. Would really, really appreciate it if you do. And subscribe to the channel as well if you're new, because we'll have plenty more coming to you all the way up until the NCAA tournament. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.